Yo, WWE Maniacs! Welcome to Night Before Wrestle, the place where wrestling never sleeps. Subscribe, ring that bell, and let's get into today's action. The wrestling world has been shaken in ways fans could never have imagined, and the story that unfolded is one of raw emotion, high stakes, and the unforeseen consequences of a performance gone unexpectedly off script. Bianca Belair and Montez Ford were more than just athletes. They were icons, a real-life power couple whose chemistry in and out of the ring made them stand out in the world of professional wrestling fans, admired not only their incredible skills, but also their dedication to each other and to the craft. That morning began like any other, with careful preparations, rehearsals, and anticipation for an event that promised to be the pinnacle of their careers. What no one could foresee, however, was how a single miscalculated moment could alter the trajectory of their lives forever. A partnership built on trust and talent. Montez and Bianca were a phenomenon in the wrestling world. Marcus, a second-generation wrestler, combined agility, strength, and a flair for high-flying maneuvers, earning the nickname Lightning for his ability to surprise opponents at a moment's notice. Bianca, known as the EST, broke barriers as one of the most powerful and charismatic performers in the industry, seamlessly blending raw strength with technical precision. Together, they formed a mixed tag team unmatched in their era, balancing each other's strengths perfectly. Outside the ring, they were equally remarkable, supporting one another's careers while maintaining a grounded, loving partnership that fans adored. Their combined talent and charisma set them apart, creating a sense of invincibility that was, in hindsight, as fragile as it was inspiring tensions behind the scenes. Despite their success, Montez and Bianca were not without challenges. The couple had become the target of backstage politics, navigating a world where creative decisions often clashed with personal safety and professional judgment. Weeks before the pivotal event, Montez raised concerns about certain planned sequences, expressing the need for adjustments to ensure the stunts could be executed safely. Bianca, too, advocated for modifications, using her experience and status to try and influence decisions. Unfortunately, their concerns were largely dismissed in favor of maintaining spectacle and audience excitement. While rehearsals highlighted risks, the pressure to deliver an unforgettable show overshadowed warnings, leaving performers to rely on their skill and trust in one another more than ever before. The night of the event itself was set to be a dramatic showcase, combining intricate choreography with elaborate set pieces designed to thrill the audience. Montez and Bianca dominated early, displaying the precise teamwork and athletic excellence that had made them legendary. The crowd roared with excitement, anticipating the climactic moment that had been teased for months. Yet as the story reached its crescendo, a misstep occurred during a complex maneuver that required perfect timing and positioning. Marcus's trajectory was slightly off, and despite Bianca and his partner's experience and quick thinking, the outcome was not as intended. The arena went from cheers to stunned silence as it became clear that something had gone wrong. An unplanned, deeply emotional moment unfolding in real time before thousands of eyes. The human element. What made the scene unforgettable was the genuine human reaction. Bianca's immediate concern for Montez transcended performance. It was a raw display of love, fear, and devotion. She rushed to his side, supporting him, speaking to him, and ensuring he remained calm while the medical team assessed the situation. The audience, unsure whether this was part of the show or an actual emergency, watched in shock as the performer's vulnerability became visible. That moment served as a stark reminder that beneath the spectacle, professional wrestlers are humans who put their bodies and trust on the line every day, and even the most practiced routines carry inherent risks. Response and recovery. The following weeks were a period of uncertainty and adjustment. Montez received immediate care and began a long process of recovery, while Bianca faced the challenge of navigating her own grief alongside her responsibilities. The company, while expressing concern publicly, focused heavily on managing the narrative, leaving performers to cope with the emotional and physical aftermath largely on their own. Despite this, Bianca remained a pillar of strength, advocating for Montez Ford, making decisions to protect both their health and future opportunities. Through the uncertainty, their bond remained unbroken, and their resilience became a source of inspiration for fans and colleagues alike. Backstage challenges and corporate pressure. Beyond the personal struggles, Bianca had to contend with a corporate environment that prioritized entertainment value above all else. While the couple had long been celebrated for their professionalism, their concerns about performance safety were often met with dismissal. Suggestions for modifications and safeguards were overruled, and pressure to continue performing at peak levels persisted. Even as the physical and emotional stakes were high, the expectation remained that performers would execute complex, dangerous routines without incident. Bianca's courage and persistence in advocating for safety highlighted the tension between artistic ambition and practical responsibility, a tension familiar to anyone working in high-risk, high-performance environments. The aftermath in the spotlight. When Bianca returned to the ring, it was clear that the experience had left a lasting impact. Her energy, once marked by exuberance and joy, now carried a weight of experience and caution. Fans noticed the subtle changes in her performance, moments of hesitation, a more measured approach to stunts, and an unmistakable seriousness in her demeanor. Yet her passion for wrestling remained intact. She continued to inspire, showing that strength is not just physical but also emotional and moral. Her journey became a testament to resilience, the ability to continue pursuing excellence even when faced with life-altering challenges. A broader reflection. The incident served as a wake-up call for the wrestling industry, highlighting the importance of balancing spectacle with safety and entertainment with humanity. It sparked conversations about corporate responsibility, performer well-being, and the need for transparent processes. When evaluating risk, Bianca and Marcus's story became emblematic of these larger conversations, reminding both fans and industry insiders that every performer is more than a character. They are people with families, futures, and intrinsic value beyond ratings or social media attention. Looking forward today, Bianca and Montez continue to navigate the realities of recovery, adjustment, and professional evolution. Montez focuses on regaining health and exploring new avenues within the wrestling world that align with his abilities post-recovery. Bianca, meanwhile, continues to perform, inspire, and advocate for safer working conditions, using her platform to educate and influence the industry positively. Together, they exemplify resilience, courage, and the capacity to transform even the most difficult experiences into a source of growth and leadership. A story beyond the ring. At its core, this story is about more than wrestling. It's about human connection, responsibility, and the consequences of ignoring warnings. It reminds us that behind the lights, pyrotechnics, and storylines, real people dedicate their lives to a craft that is thrilling but inherently risky. Bianca and Marcus's journey highlights the importance of preparation, communication, and advocacy in high-stakes environments. It also reminds fans that admiration should be paired with empathy, and that celebrating performers includes recognizing the risks they take and the human side of their profession, a legacy of strength and integrity. While the incident was undeniably tragic, it also cemented the legacy of Montez and Bianca as performers who combined excellence in the ring with unwavering integrity. They faced adversity not with surrender, but with action, raising awareness, supporting one another, and advocating for change. Their story has already inspired reforms and ongoing discussions about safety, performer rights, and corporate accountability in the industry. Fans, peers, and aspiring performers alike now have a model of how passion, talent, and ethical courage can coexist, even in the face of personal hardship. Conclusion. The events that reshaped that pivotal night in wrestling history are a powerful reminder that human vulnerability exists in every performance. Bianca and Marcus's story teaches resilience, empathy, and the courage to confront challenges head-on. It also serves as a call to action for the entire wrestling community, to prioritize safety, respect performers' concerns, and recognize the people behind the spectacle. What could have been simply another night of entertainment became instead a story of bravery, reflection, and the pursuit of justice, not just for themselves, but for the generations of wrestlers who follow in their footsteps. Through courage, advocacy, and unwavering partnership, Bianca and Montez turned an unimaginable challenge into a lasting legacy of strength, compassion, and integrity.